Do you fancy yourself as a bit of a pro player on EA Sports FC? Monthly tournaments are going live at foottrading.co.uk. So not only will you get the buying and selling prices for every single card on this game, helping you make millions of coins guaranteed, you'll also automatically qualify for the tournament should you wish to enter. There'll be cash prizes for the people that do the best in the tournaments, and we're hoping to get into the esports side of things in the long term, so you guys can show us what you can do and hopefully get involved in that. So check out foottrading.co.uk for all your trading and playing needs. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Click the like button and drop a comment. I do comment back to every single person that comments on the videos. Check out Foot Trading. Tournaments starting very, very soon. If you fancy yourself as a bit of a pro player, come and join the tournaments and you'll win cash prizes basically. Everyone that's a subscriber is welcome to enter, and you'll make millions of coins along the way. But we are doing a very similar video to what we did this time last week because I want to show you the results of what happened this time last week. So today, yet again, we are going to get marquee matchups. We get them every Thursday. There's two things to recognise for marquee matchups. The first one is always do them because they're usually guaranteed profit. Sometimes you'll have a player, so Torino got really expensive this week because they were needed and they've only got a certain amount of players that were gold. So Torino got very expensive. If it gets too expensive, just wait. But always do marquee matchups because the whole point of them is they're guaranteed profit to sell on what you get in the packs. But the major thing you get in the packs is silver cards. Last week, all 5 packs for marquee matchups contained silver cards. Now, I told you last week that what you guys needed to do was to stock up club stock on the major leagues, okay? The reason why I said to do that was because, well, 2 reasons. The first are these objectives, okay? These themed team pursuits. These are really, really good objectives and they're easy to do. What EA did with the first set was they basically made it so you could complete 3 of these objectives in 3 games. So you could choose 5 Bundesliga players, 5 Barclays WSL players, and they make them all silvers. You can make them all silvers, and it was 3 of them. And what that did was it boomed the price of the other ones that were involved. It was the Eredivisie, the Serie A, and another one. I can't remember the other one. Eredivisie, Serie A. What was the other one? Can't remember, but either way, it was another one. They all shot up in value, okay? And so it's the NWSL. It was the female. I think it was the female one. I could be wrong though. But anyway, I digress. The silver spiked. Now, there are multiple reasons why you buy silvers, right? The first one is they're literally no risk. You cannot go wrong on them, okay? Silvers, when we buy them on a Thursday, tend to be at discard price or as close to that as possible. The most you're really ever going to need to spend is sort of 300 coins. So that's the first reason. The second is we don't know when they're going to come, but we're going to get League SBCs at some point. The moment League SBCs come out, the silvers also spike in price. Sometimes, if a team gets expensive, let's say it is a marquee matchup, so you've got a Torino player in your club, they end up going for 6,000 coins, you make 6,000 coins off of that one card. Or if you've got gold players that spike in price because of an SBC, the silvers follow them up. The list is endless. So what a lot of you guys did, and what I did, was go out and invest and buy into loads and loads of silvers. So as you can see, no silver here did I spend more than 300 or 350 coins on. Most of them were 200 coins. And I've tripled my money on most of them, at least doubled on some of them. Traore, because of that SBC today, that objective today, not evolution today, he's now 2,000, even though he doesn't match the requirements because he's too fast. Don't ask me why. Same as his home. I bought a couple of these when the SBC came out, the evolution came out, because I knew people weren't going to read it properly. He's obviously 1,000 coins each. Don't ask me why. But it is what it is. So I pre-invested in them. And I've still got pre-investment left from other leagues. So if I show you quality silver, I've still got all my ones from the Premier League. I've still got all my ones from the Serie A. I've still got all of my ones from La Liga Santander. I've got all of these guys ready for them to drop. Now, with these objectives, EA did change it up slightly for one of them. So the Team Pursuit 2, the themed Team Pursuit 2, didn't contain a silver one. It was first owner instead. So it wouldn't surprise me now if EA go and switch back for the next one, back to first owner. But what trends have we seen so far for you guys to know what ones to buy into? Obviously, we've had 3 now, and in each of them, we've had one of the major leagues. We've had the Premier League now, we've had Serie A now, and we've had the Bundesliga. So you guys tonight can buy into Liga and La Liga Santander with fairly good confidence because you know that they're probably going to get used as part of this team pursuit at some point very, very soon. Now, where is that disappeared to? There we go. even if they don't need silvers, they will eventually rise in price. I've gradually this week sold a few of my cards bit by bit by bit, just because they've got up to 500-600 coins. Now, when you're saying, and you're selling a card for 300 coins profit, it doesn't sound like a lot, okay? But for what took me about an hour's time, if that, but let's say an hour to buy the cards, I know if I sell, I've got 250 of them. If I go and sell all 250 of them for a 300 coin profit, at the end of all of that, I'm looking at, again, give or take, 75,000 coins. That's a huge amount of coins to make for 1 hour of work. And it's an easy double up of your coins every single time. It becomes even better when you see the evolutions today. So you guys will know that I've seen these by now, but these evolutions now. Now, I'm going to be blunt. This Bruiser Wingback evolution, in my opinion, is fairly crap, okay? So pace max 85 is cool. Overall max 74. But they don't really get enough of a pace boost on most of the cards to make it that good a card. And even if you look at this Gendry at the end of it, like, it's a good card, but a lot of the cards in this game are already past this sort of power curve. So don't get me wrong, it's fun, especially if you've got a player for your team that you really, really like, and you want to evolve one of your players for your team. Like, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that, and it's cool to have. Pacey Winger, again, similar thing. It's good, in my opinion, without being incredible, but I still do love the evolutions. But Bruiser Wingback has meant that some of the cards have spiked, and some of the Premier League cards have gone ridiculous. So if you pre-invested in the Premier League, guys, and you happen to get some of these right backs, and you fell into the right place, you have done extremely, extremely well. Tino Livramento is extinct, and I think his price range is up to 10,000 coins. There are multiple, I don't know how much Bogle is now, but he was really, really expensive when I looked. Is it Jaden Bogle? I think that's it. Again, Jaden Bogle, extortionately expensive, mad expensive. And it doesn't really matter that these cards aren't going to be that good. Everyone seems to love the evolutions anyway. So if you were lucky enough when you bought in and you bought yourself a Bogle at 300 coins, you've just made 8,500 coins profit, give or take, after tax. That is a mental amount of coins to make. And these evolutions have completely changed the scope on this game. They've completely changed it. Because it just takes the evolution to fall your way with a pre-investment and you can absolutely slam it. Because if we look at the FC24 players and we look at the Premier League, for example, I'm just going to show you it here. We look at the Premier League. If we go, we'll go silver rare and silver common for now, just as an option. We're going to go right back, right wing back, League, Premier League, and apply that. If you bought some of these guys, now some of them aren't going to really boom compared to it, but Lewis, 10k. Livramento, 10k. Kaboure's up a little bit without being up too much. Williams, Bogle, Aarons, Patterson, Garner, Vitinho. If you guys in that point had bought into some of the right backs that were dirt cheap, you would have made tens of thousands of coins just on the ones in your club. Now, I know some of you guys that were in the stream earlier on did exactly that. Some of you guys were like, I've just sold 5 of them and made 50k from literally a 1,500 coin investment. Like, I can't stress to you guys the power of silvers anyway. We all know by now, I love silvers on this game. It's such an easy way to make profit without any real risk or any real trouble. And I've always talked about them. But again, it is even more powerful this year when the evolutions come into play. Because if you've got enough of them, you're going to do well. So what does that mean now moving forward? Well, we need to think about the evolutions that we've had. So far, we've had 2 winger evolutions, so Relentless Winger, Pacey Winger, we've had both of those, right? We've had Golden Glow Up, which basically, again, it's a centre mid, and we've had a centre back, and we've now had a right back, okay? So now this tells me that when I go to buy my silver tonight, I probably want to buy a few left backs from other leagues, and I probably want to buy some of the more overpowered one, maybe spend a bit more coin. Maybe I need to get another centre mid, because I can see him bringing out another centre mid one at some point soon. Maybe I need to think about looking at right mids, left mids, or maybe now I need to think about strikers from these leagues and whatnot, get them filled up into my club, because at some point, again, this is going to happen. They're going to drop another one, whether it's bronzes, whether it's silvers, they're going to drop another one, and it's going to be worth a lot of coins in the long term, so you can really, really do well. And that is the other thing. Do not get hung up on just silvers. You can also get involved with the bronzes, because obviously Golden Glow Up, a lot of people use it for bronzes, and as we saw before, someone like Mainu, I believe, even with it nearly ending, some people will not be able to complete this card that they wanted to because they just cannot snipe him. And again, he's still extinct. 16,000 coins that card is. So again, if you were smart enough to buy into a few of these cards when it came to it, Mine might be one later on, you never know. It might be worth sticking one in your club. But if you're able to buy into, you're thinking, right, there might be a right mid one or a left mid one, who am I going to go for? Then there probably will be people that you can pick up and buy that are really pacey already or got decent. So it might be a centre mid that's got that sort of 75 plus pace as a bronze card. It might be a right mid that's already up at 85 pace as a winger or whatever. These cards will do really well as well. So if you get like rare mixed players packs tonight and prime mixed players packs and just mixed players packs, that's also going to give some bronze supply. So that enables you to buy into some bronze cards as well if you really want to do that. But I cannot stress it enough. Tonight, when we get silver supply, some people will hold their packs until tomorrow for Trailblazers. So you'll also have 2 options to buy in, 2 chances to buy in. Go out and buy all of the players from major leagues. It doesn't matter whether you think they're going to be good or not. At some point, they're going to be needed. They're needed for the objectives. So all of our coins here, like I say, they've all bounced and I've made really, really good coins from them. Every single card eventually is going to be needed. So you just buy them, forget they exist and sell them. And again, anyone with any budget can do this. Let's say you've only got 50k on the game. You can just go and spend 10k. Like go and do a league or go and do a few from each league and whatnot. And you still got 40k to trade with. I've got once I saw my 2 high kills, 3.8 million. Tomorrow, I will still be buying into silvers. It's easy coins. Again, today, in the space of, 10 minutes, I doubled up my investment on Bundesliga. And again, that's really, really simple. It took me an hour to do it, to buy all of them. So to make what's probably going to be, at the end of all this, at bare minimum, 75,000 coins profit for an hour's work, that's pretty hefty going. But if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. Speak to you soon.